What's up, baes? Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and of course welcome if you are new here. Woo child, we got some work to do today. So I'm trying a new hairstyle. I saw it on this girl on Instagram, and I hate that I don't remember who it was, because I definitely would tag her and give her the credit, but her hair was so cute, and so I just had to try the hairstyle that she did. So that's what we're doing today. So let me go ahead and grab a towel, because my hair is super dry right now, and in order for me to do this style, I'm gonna have to put product in it, and it's just not gonna work if my hair is not fully saturated. So at this point, I'm using my, what is this called? It's a specific my mind is going blank, but the misting bottle, y'all can see it. So I love it. Bought one a long time ago. It's so much better than the ones that just squirt out a whole bunch of water at you. Like, it's just way too much. So I use that one because my hair is, I want to say low porosity. Is that the one that doesn't, like, the water just kind of sits on top of it? If not, then it's the opposite. Then it's the high porosity one. But I think it's low porosity. So that's the type of hair that I have. So yeah, it takes a lot to wet it to the point where it's gonna need to be manageable, and also for my curls to come through. So y'all are gonna see, like, it took me a while to get it to where I needed it to be. So we're gonna fast forward through this part and then get into the video further. So I'm actually using this brush that I got from my baby sister for Christmas. It's the Unbrush, and it actually went viral, I believe, on TikTok and probably Instagram as well. But it definitely works. I use this pretty much all the time now for detangling. Minimal breakage, and it just makes the process so much quicker and so much easier. So I love that tool. So happy that I got it for Christmas, because it is kind of expensive, so I probably wouldn't have bought it myself, but I'm definitely glad that I got it. Now for the products that we're going to be using today. Leave-in conditioner, of course, the Mielle Coil Sculpting Custard, which is my holy grail product for any time that I really want my curls to pop. I use it for wash and goes, all that jazz. And then of course the Eco Styler, and I'm gonna just go with the OG, that just regular clear. Maybe that's not the OG, I don't know, but that's the one that I go with. I find that the other ones sometimes cause a little bit more flaky than I want. And now I'm like sitting here thinking about what I had for lunch. Just kidding, I forgot something else, so I needed to go back and grab that. So that's what I'm doing right there. And then, oh yes, that's what it was. My other holy grail product for my wash and goes, the Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink Gel. Absolutely love that product, because, and this is honestly kind of rare in a claw clip, y'all, because we're going to be using this claw clip in the claw clip hairstyle. No kidding, right? But what I was going to say about the Aunt Jackie's while I'm putting this leave-in in is that it works so well with the Mielle Coil Sculpting Custard. That's like a tongue twister, but it works so well with that product, which a lot of times when you're mixing products from two different companies or two different lines from the same company, you get that flaking because the products just don't mesh well together. But the Aunt Jackie's meshes so well with that Coil Sculpting Custard. So I absolutely love using those two together, and it has like a nice light hold as well. So yeah, like I said, just putting the leave-in in my hair, making sure it's fully saturated. As I was doing this, I was also realizing that my hair was not wet enough, because like I said, y'all, with my hair type, it's really hard to get it soaking wet. So it might have been better for me just to get in the shower and make sure that it was fully saturated. But at this point, it's like I already started, so we're just gonna continue. So at this point, just making sure that my part is straight. The girl that had the hairstyle, she had a middle part, and then she slicked back the two sides. So I wanted to really pretty much do it exactly like her. If I can find a picture, I will put the picture for inspo. But like I said, I just saw it randomly. It was like, oh my gosh, I've got to try that hairstyle. So like I said, the two sides are going to be slicked back. So I'm basically separating the front of my hair into two sides. And then I'm going to end up slicking that down and separating it from the rest of my hair, just so I can work with everything else separately. So I'm going to just put it in a ponytail or like clip it back. Either one works. You just kind of want it out of the way while you're working with the front of the hair. And of course, I'm going to be using the Eco for this step and taking just a nice hunk of that. Not too much at first, because I kind of like brushing it down and then adding as I go if I need more, versus like using too much at once and then it's just like a sticky mess. So that's pretty much what I do on each side, is just layer that Eco, brush it down, layer any more that I need. But I just really want it just nice and slick back for the look that I'm going for. So use as much as you need to get the look that you want. If you want that really like slick look, then you're gonna want to make sure you're using enough gel for that. If you just want to pull it back, like, you don't have to use as much. So I kind of am gauging here how much I want to use, and then just making sure that I'm using enough to really get it nice and slick back. Now I am going to end up tying my hair down to help lay it down even further, but for the sake of what we're doing right now, that's pretty much how I did it. And then I just took the claw clip just to clip the rest of the hair, because I have a lot of hair, so I needed to kind of separate it. And then I just took a smaller hair tie and took the back pieces of what's slicked back. But it was kind of difficult because honestly that hair tie is like way too big, but I could not find the smaller one. And I don't really like using rubber bands. I just feel like they pull in my hair a little bit more than I would like. So that's why I prefer to use hair ties. But I definitely need to invest in some more smaller hair ties for times like this, when I just want to slick back a very small, not really slick back, but separate, there we go, a smaller section of hair. That's what I need to do. But anyway, so we've got the hair slicked back, at least enough for the time being, because again, I am going to lay it down just so that it can be really slick. But for the most part right now, like, we're doing pretty good. Okay, so now for the real part of the style, which it is essentially, it's a half up, half down style, with the half up half in a claw clip. So what you have to do, and what I was doing here, is separating what I want it to be at the top half and what I want it to have at the bottom. So honestly, y'all, looking back on this, I definitely should have just gotten in the shower and just wet my hair completely, because it was tangled. It was hard to maneuver and manipulate. It was just a lot. And my concentration phase is just like, I be looking mean. Oh my goodness. Wow. I always like laugh at myself looking back on videos when I'm like doing my hair, because my facial expressions, y'all, just a mess. So yeah, so anyway, this is me just, it would have been better to actually part it, but again, because I didn't properly detangle my hair beforehand, this is why I was having such a struggle. So do as I say, not as I do, and properly detangle your entire head. And then it's also good to just part it with a comb versus just kind of willy-nilly, you know, whatever. So yeah, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and wet my hair again. This is because it needs to be saturated with water, and the way that my hair is, by the time I got to that point, it was like drying up. So I needed to add more water to it. And then this is the part where I need to define my curls. So I'm using the Coil Sculpting Custard for that, and basically just wringing it through my hair and trying to separate the strands at the same time. All right, one side down. Now we move on to the other side. And again, it needs a lot of water, so just saturate it with the water. And then I'm just gonna do the same exact thing. Take the coil sculpting custard, rake it through my hair, and kind of separate it as well as I'm doing it. And then of course, just finishing it off with the Aunt Jackie's. Now, the Aunt Jackie's formula, it is kind of thick, so I actually take it in between my hands and kind of rub it together, and then I do the praying hands method to kind of fully saturate it. Now, I've seen other people use the gel and they'll actually like kind of go almost strand by strand, and kind of curl, take a little bit of the gel and kind of curl, you know, smaller pieces of their hair. I don't have time for that, y'all. And maybe that's why my wash and goes don't be coming out as well as they could. But that's just like, I just don't have the time to do all of that. So I personally find that the praying hands method works best for me as far as like getting the gel throughout and also saving a lot of time. So now that the part that's going to be down is pretty much done, I need to separate the top and actually like style that portion as well. So I'm just gonna use a small ponytail holder, and then instead of me styling the whole part of that, I'm just gonna work with the ends, since that's what's gonna be visible. Like, I felt like it wasn't really a point in me doing the roots because I'm just gonna be putting it back into a ponytail. So that's what I did here. Same exact thing. Coil sculpting custard, the Aunt Jackie's gel, same exact thing as the other portion. So I took down the back and I'm fluffing it out a little bit, and then we're going to lay it down. And then I'm actually blow drying my hair to stretch it out. I've never tried this before, but I've seen people do it to reduce the shrinkage, and I have it on the lowest heat setting but the highest setting when it comes to the actual amount of like air like that comes out of it. But yeah, did not use heat for real, because I'm trying to minimize the amount of heat in my hair. And I honestly don't know if you're supposed to use heat when you're like doing this, but either way, I wasn't using heat. So I basically just kind of did that throughout, to stretch out the hair a little bit, because my hair has a lot of shrinkage. And you might be able to tell here, but when it's straight, like, it's like crazy how much my hair shrinks from when it's super curly and completely dry, like in a wash and go or any type of curly style. And I will admit, this did take a while. It wasn't even fully dry when I was finished, but I just kind of did it halfway and then let it air dry for the rest of it, because it would have taken a very long time. My hair is very thick and it does not do well in terms of drying very quickly, unless I am blow drying it with the comb or with the brush blow dryer. But doing it that way, yeah, we would have been here all day. So I'll lay down them edges, y'all, and we're gonna go ahead and take that off and then finish this style up. Thanks for rocking with me, y'all. All right, y'all, this is the finished product. So I like it. I think it's cute. It took a little longer than I expected, but I think in the future I would probably put the product all throughout the hair and then kind of separate it. Well, I would probably do the front first still, and then put the product throughout the entire hair, throughout the entire head, and then put it up. But it is a claw clip style, so I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see that. I'm just kind of fluffing out my hair a little bit. So this is what it looks like from the back. I don't know how it looks, so y'all are seeing it. But I love claw clip styles because I think they are so cute. And just gonna elevate it versus doing like a regular ponytail. So I'm just separating a few of these ends right here and here so you guys can see. And that completes the look. It should expand throughout the day as the hair dries fully, but I'm not mad at it, y'all. I just am trying to find new ways to style my natural hair. I love my braids, y'all, but I understand that my hair needs a break at times. So I like cute ways to keep up with my natural hair and still feel confident as well. So thank you all so much for joining me once again for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like the video, comment down below, and click that subscribe button for more. And of course, I will see you on the next one. Bye.